Hello, housemates, and welcome back to Avernum, Escape from the Pit on the River Lethe. Last time, we went to a giant's house and killed him, and all of his stupid little ogre friends. It was a bit trying. So, I don't know how many of you have ever done the, dungeon mastering for something like Dungeons and Dragons or anything, but the sort of challenge rating of encounters is measured in how much of the player's resources the encounter is supposed to take up, or at least that's a way of conceptualizing it. And so we can see that was a pretty high challenge rating encounter because it took up a lot of our not only renewable resources, that is health and spell energy, but also some of our consumable resources in the form of scrolls and such. So that's always a good way to gauge to yourself how hard an encounter was, how challenging it was, by how many of your resources it consumed. So, enough of that. Let's figure out what we're going to do today. Last episode was kind of short. We have all sorts of stuff that we can do. It looks like we're starting to be done in the Formeller area. I suppose we can make sure that there aren't any new, things on the board here. Nope, there are not. So we should start going out into the wider world. We could do some boat exploring again. That got us into some trouble last time, but we are much more powerful than we were the first time we used the boat. One of our goals, which we can't really deal with on purpose... Oh, hey, do you want to fight? I don't know exactly where we find this. We just have to go around to various towns and attempt to find a mage who will teach us Dispel Barrier, because that will be something very useful in the future. And now we're just going to jack up these bandits who foolishly followed us around. They are particularly boned now that we have AoE effects like that. You scratched me, dickbag. If you hear an incredibly obnoxious loud noise, that's a trash truck outside in the alley. I live in a filthy alley with lots of restaurants backing up onto it, and so the garbage trucks come through more than once a day to deal with the various garbage from the restaurants and stuff. Okay, here is where our boat resides, so we can do some exploring on that. We could deal with some of our quests. We have some deliveries to Fort Draco and Fort Dranlin. Those are both northward, so we could do that. I'm a little hesitant to deal with the boat stuff, because it gets you into the caves, especially the honeycomb, which is notoriously nasty for anyone who's played either this game or its earlier Exile iteration. I don't feel the need to cast protective spells against such low-level critters. They didn't even give us a chance to to avoid them. They were gung-ho. Are you bad guys? No, we've gotten in touch with these dudes before. All right, so now we can see places that we haven't yet explored. So let's start dealing with those. A lot of this game is just exploration. At some point not long ago, a large group of humans or humanoids camped here. Now, only a scattered bonfire and a broken knife remain. So, as we've seen, sometimes once you go into these, you'll come out, and then another encounter will have spawned, which is the people who were at that site, and they're back, and they're angry. But not this time, it seems. We are now in central Avernum. Yeah, so I think that in the world map, you saw there's a big green cluster of mushrooms on that wall. I think that indicates in the strategic map secret areas. There is a large, well-disguised Slith supply cache here. You were lucky to notice it, hidden beneath this crystal formation. Undoubtedly, we're going to pick this up and someone's going to come and jack us, but it's going to be, yeah, whatever. You find plenty of food, a fine slith spear, and some stuff you could barter. So slith spears are super good, and that's going to be a great boon to our priest here. Where is it? Yeah, so let's transfer this over to her. Can compare here. Hers currently does 31 to 124. This one does 34 to 136, and it gives fire resistance. So it's pretty cool. We're going to take that for sure. Is anyone coming after us now? There's a house up here. So this is what I was talking about, this little cluster of mushrooms on the wall. I think that is indicative in the world map of a secret door. I didn't really think about that until right now. I may have passed a couple of those earlier, and you know, I now will only find them if I happen to go back there for no reason. Let's go this way. Oh, there is some northward stuff. Up this way is Fort Draco. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So we do have some stuff that we can do this way. And it's good to get to all the cities, just because then you'll know where a lot of trainers are, so you can up your skills. You'll know where a lot of quest givers are. There's job boards, so you can fill up your roster to do, not your roster, your schedule to do a lot of stuff to get you more items and XP and good stuff. So this is ominous, this dead body in a dead-end cavern here. So let's save, just in case. And let's see what's up. This large cavern is filled with spider webs, strung from stalagmite to stalagmite. These webs are new and occupied. Fortunately, the large spiders hanging from the strands don't seem to be paying attention to you. Clearly that's going to change as we move forward here. There is a body hanging from the webs here, long ago sucked dry. Through the thick white husk surrounding the carcass, you can see a bone wand, still in the corpse's hand. Well, we're going to take that. You cut through the husk and retrieve the wand. Your action causes the webs to vibrate. The vibrations attract the attention of several visitors. They are hungry. So we knew this was going to happen. We could avoid them. No, I want the XP. The fact that we can avoid them... Oh, shit. I should have avoided this. That was dumb. Araneas, these little red-looking spiders, are spellcasters. So that's going to be bad news. So we need to focus them down. Fucking missed. Alright. Okay, you can see they have a decent amount of hit points. What we're going to want to do... yeah, we're going to want to protect ourselves ASAP. Alright, that spell didn't do too much damage. What the fuck did he summon? It's not a cave demon, is it? If that motherfucker summoned a cave demon, we are... Okay, good, it's only an imp. We would be screwed. I should have saved my my battle discipline till this point, so I could have just cleaved the hell out of all the weak spiders. They're going down like chumps. Let's deal with the Aranea as best we can. Let's do some... So now you can see just how powerful AoE attacks are. And I just killed like 4 of our enemies. Okay, 2 of our people are dazed. I thought about casting Ward of Thought, and perhaps I should have done so. So given that they are going to cast Daze, I am now going to cast Ward of Thought. And then I'm gonna send Shade. Do some ghost things for us. Alright, this isn't actually that bad. Araneas can be really nasty, and I'm sure that there are higher level versions of them that we'll have to deal with at some point. start working on this last one. And you heal Aaron just in case. Good. Thank you, Shade. Okay. Summoned a Nephar. So the summon spell, as would make sense, as it becomes more powerful, summons nastier stuff. Once you have a high degree of skill in it, you can summon some truly heinous things. Okay. Get fucked, Arania. Okay, that wasn't so bad. They drop anything for us? Nope. So that was some good XP. And let's continue our northward journey toward Fort Draco. Now here's Fort Draco, let's just go ahead and get there. You enter Fort Draco, famed source of the most of the metal produced in Avernum. Gold is valuable down here, but iron and steel are life. Without them, there are no tools, no picks, no weapons. Fort Draco is vital to Avernum's survival. However, such importance comes at a great price for those who live here. Fort Draco is a nightmare of soot and smoke. It's loud and filthy, slag and ore are heaped everywhere. You develop a splitting headache almost immediately. The citizens of Fort Draco are a dirty, hardy crew. Work in the foundry and the mines have made these folks strong and self-reliant, and completely encrusted in soot. The Industrial Revolution down here in the underground, where there is, no sky for the pollution to escape to. All right, so what do we have here? Carlos Meat and Munchies. Sounds like a place I want to go. Frank. Let's talk to Frank. What's up, Frank? This sooty beggar uses crutches to move down the pathways of Fort Draco. His legs are bent and twisted. He nods numbly to you. I'm Frank, a miner, fallen on hard times. Spare a few coins for my dinner, warrior? What happened to your legs? I was once a productive member of society. Then I got thrown into Avernum. Then I became a productive member of this society, and my legs got crushed in a mine. Now I try to get people to give me a few coppers so I don't die in the street. Sad story, huh? How about a few coins? Sure, I'll give you some coins. You pay him. Thank you very much. Beggars hear many interesting things. Would you like to purchase some information? Only 20 more coins. Are we getting rooked? Fine. Okay, I'll buy your information. He takes the coins. Much obliged. Here's what I know. Not all spiders are nasty. There's a bunch of friendly ones across the river and to the north. Met one once, not too long ago. She said she was wandering around looking for someone to come help them. She said ask the spider named Spider about a mission. I know it sounds like I'm raving, but I speak the truth, I swear it. You thank him. Thank you again for your kindness. He returns to the side of the path. So this is not the first time we've heard about talking spiders. We heard one of the traveling mages somewhere else ranting about the talking spiders. All right, let's go talk to Carlos here. What up, Carlos? You meet the proprietor of this small food shop. He's very busy. He has to deal with customers, make the food, and try to keep the ever-present soot flakes from getting into the flour. When you enter, he inspects you very closely. He seems interested in your weaponry and armor for a simple merchant. He gives you a little smile and says, I'm Carlos. Welcome to my shop, stranger. You called me stranger. Well, duh. We're not from here. I did. Not to worry. We get a lot of strangers up here. They are welcome. They bring business. But sometimes strangers seem to have more potential. Potential for what? He looks you over again, then he nods. I think I've heard enough about your travels that it's worth asking. I think you have the potential to make changes, to help Avernum, to face down the Empire. What do you say to that? So, if you're wondering why he might, if this is just what he says to everyone, do remember that we do have a reputation stat, which goes up when we complete, I think, bigger quests. And so we will become more renowned, and I believe that that has an effect on whether or not people offer us certain other quests. So it's kind of a gating mechanic, so that they don't have to geographically gate you or necessarily gate you with encounter strength. They can do it with a reputation system. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here when he says, I think I've heard enough about your travels. Well, we are down here for some petty reason, so we don't love the Empire. I have no love for the Empire. I thought not. There are others who feel the same way. They travel under the symbol of the scimitar. If you ever want to stop running, stop hiding, go west to Barga in the Abyss. Speak to the barkeep. You might learn much of interest. Now, excuse me, I have much work to do. He returns to his tasks. Okay, so we learned of some secret coven of something. The Abyss, remember, is where Avernum sends its criminals at Exile. So it's like your double secret exile is what's going on there. Let's talk to him about. Are those your cave cows outside? Yes, sir. I love them dearly. Even more when it's time for one of them to make the ultimate sacrifice. Or snacrifice. Why, I raised them since they were calves. That reminds me, I need some more veal. That's a great segue. You could buy rations. You can get meat, bread, and the like from me, if that's what you would like. You seem like someone who travels, who does things. Okay. Yes, I do things. So does everyone else. You must know an awful lot about the caves around here. Yes. Yes, I do. And he doesn't offer to elaborate. Fine, whatever. You mysterious weirdo. Alright, this appears to be the barracks, or a barracks. Here's some fancy weapons. Here's a secret door. Can I do this to close it? Oh no, it's another secret door. I disabled a trap. I don't understand why there's just a trap sitting there. Ah! Okay. I have run into a restless spirit, apparently. I don't know what he's doing here, or it is doing here. But it's toast now. Fucking die, spirit. I can't do anything from there. Can you hit that thing? And someone went up a level. Alright, well that was random. Oh, here's a dead person. This dead person has invulnerability potion. Didn't help him very much. But we will definitely take that. Okay. Sorry, just drinking my coffee there. Alright, so we went up a level. Let's go ahead and get that looked at. So, we need her to be fighty. Let's get her health up. Let's see, we need to make sure that we keep her abreast on her priest skills. So let's give her a priest spell and some first aid. So first aid, remember, it heals you on the basis of how many enemies you killed in an encounter and also the amount of first aid that's in your party. So this kind of makes her, if she doesn't have a chance to heal during the combat because she was busy fighting or because she ran out of energy, we will still get some healing afterwards and, importantly, get some of her energy back. There's a trap door here. I guess this is a torture room or a prison or something. I'm not just going to randomly open a door in this prison. Who knows what they have down here? In one of these, in one of the Avernum games, there are some nasty things down in the prison, so you open it and you get attacked by like a gazer or something. So this is ingot storage, keep out. All right, I don't think they want us to go there. And there's a guard right in front of it. Docks in. All right, inns are good. You see a small green lizard. It wears a ribbon around its tail and a bell around its neck. Hello, lizard. What are you?
I'm a familiar.
Hiss, hiss. It tries to shake its ribbon off. It's a talking lizard. We don't seem to be too surprised about this. You're a familiar? For what wizard?
Hiss, for her nibs, Grant. The one who makes my life one long string of torments and humiliations. Hiss, I say. Hiss.
Hiss?
Yeah, whatever.
It walks off. All right, well, that was interesting. And here's Grant, the tormentor of lizards. Let's speak to her. You see an old woman in ragged black robes. She is having a drink and some bread at the bar, but she keeps looking over her shoulder. She seems to be watching something. Distracted, she says, I'm Grant, wandering sage. I can't talk now. What are you looking for? I'm looking for my familiar right now. It's being very naughty. Then we're going to meet the dragon. Dragon? Where? Mighty and ancient Motrax lives in a cave to the east. He welcomes all humans. He actually likes us. Mages from all over go to learn from him. I'm on my way now. If I can only find that naughty familiar. She turns to continue searching. She spies the lizard under a table and leaps after it. It gets away. You're trying to find your familiar. Yes, my little lizard, my friend and helpmate, who I won't punish for hiding, not at all. She starts to search faster as she shouts. You hear, from behind you, something say,
Yeah, right.
She jumps up, running after the sound. The conversation ends. All right, well, that's comical. Let's talk to Doc. There is a large, genial-looking man wiping up the counter. Everything in the bar, including him, is covered with a thin layer of soot. He nods to you as you approach the bar. I'm Doc. Need anything? Why is everything so dirty? It's not dirt, it's money. Fort Draco is Avernum's primary source of metal of all sorts. A bit of dirt is a small price to pay to keep our little nation growing. You said it wasn't dirt. That seems reasonable. That's quite polite. I know we're all a bit dirty, but someone has to do what we do. What are you doing? Well, I serve drinks to the rowdies when work lets off. Meals too. Other than that, I just try to keep things clean. The rowdies? The miners and the prospectors and the forgers, they're a wild crowd, as you can well imagine. Is there any soot in the ale? Everything in Fort Draco gets soot on it sooner or later. Price we pay for prosperity. All right, that's all I want for now. Let's go back out in the street. Here is Foundry. You enter a crude foundry. Ore from the mines around Fort Draco is dumped into the pool of molten stone and metal to the north, where natural heat and magical forces extract the pure iron. Eventually, ingots are molded from the carefully extracted iron. It's amazing that something like this could be constructed down here. Metal is necessary for Avernum's survival. All right, we have Bill and Bill here. The heat and noise are almost unbearable. At first, you aren't even sure what species this person is, so thick is the layer of soot covering him. He shakes your hand, leaving behind a black smear. You look like quite the traveler. I'm Bill, and I've been looking for someone like you. It must be difficult running this forge. Not so much. The worst part is keeping the workers motivated. It's hard to get someone to ferry the good, cheap wine the laborers like during the off hours. If we brought you cheap wine, would you buy it from us? Sure, we need a lot of it, he shouts. If you went down to the Great Cave and got a load of it and brought it back, we could pay you well for it. Remember, we just want cheap wine. None of that fancy Almerian stuff. They drink a lot of wine. Of course, hard life up here. Need something at the end of a hot, sweaty day to help you unwind. The miners love to drink wine and fight. Fights are easy to find, but wine is more difficult. I have a few bottles of cheap wine. Bill takes your jugs of wine, smells it and nods. Yep, that's good enough for my people. That's not very good, mind you. Just enough to get them where they want to go. He has a foundry worker haul the wine off and pays you for the jugs. Thanks again. You've made this cinder of a fort a happier place, or at least a woozier one. What are you working on? I run the forge. I keep it from blowing us all to the surface. He has to shout to make himself heard. Would it really blow us all the way up to the surface? Yeah. Well, maybe not that far, but it'll sure make you dead. The forge is a mighty powerful thing. If it blows, they'll feel it at the castle. Well, it's quite a forge you have. Yep, the best in all of Avernum. Magic. And terribly hot. Be careful. Alright. Nothing else interesting. Let's talk to other Bill. The heat and noise in here are enough to kill a cave cow. You wonder how this person can take it. He's completely covered in soot. Maybe it's filling his ears. He shouts, "I'm Bill! Welcome to the foundry. You a merchant? No? What? Well, if you are, you can buy metal here." What sort of metal do you find? Mostly iron, but there have been a few rare strikes of gold, and sometimes lapis lazuli and redstone. What can you do with them? Nothing yet, but we'll figure something out. What are you responsible for? I shape the ingots so they can be shipped out. You know, Avernum gets all its metal goods from, or all its good metal from here. Do you need anything? Anything you'd give us money for? We could use some cheap wine. Keeps the workers happy so they don't travel. We already know that. Talk to Bill about it. Is it your name, Bill? We're both named Bill, he screams. I'm Bill, and he is Bill as well. What's so special about the metal? Well, it's metal. That makes it rare. Down here, I mean. The best mines are around here, so there you go. We get the purest metals. Bill and I keep this pit running. Alright. That was fascinating. Let's talk to some other folks. We've got a blacksmith, naturally. This smithy is dominated by an enormous metal anvil. It would take at least 10 strong people to lift it, probably more. It's an awesome sight. According to the sign outside, it's the property of Botel the smith. Alright, Botel. Oh, we had a delivery to give to him. You deliver the scroll to Botel. He opens it and reads it. A commission to create lab equipment for the Tower of Magi. Very nice. Very profitable indeed. You deserve a proper reward for this intelligence. He gives you a newly made steel breastplate. Sweet. You see a massive bearded man covered in what must be an inch of soot. The enormous muscles in his arms almost threaten to tip him over. He says, in a deep voice left raspy by years of smoke inhalation, I'm Botel, head smith of Fort Draco. Fine ironwork, fair prices. He leans casually on the largest anvil you've ever seen. What are you making? Just some of the best weapons and armor in Avernum. This is my forge, and I can repair just about anything as well. I'm the best smith outside the Great Cave. So, what would tax your skill? Nothing I've found yet. Sometimes I wish I could get a real challenge. What sort of things would challenge you? I could repair any weapon you brought me, but I wish someone would bring a really powerful magical weapon to restore. A strongly enchanted weapon is as challenging a repair job as I could hope to find. Well, obviously, we'll find some broken-ass weapon sometime and bring it to him. What are you making? Better stuff in the Great Cave? Really? Yeah. The Great Cave is far, far to the south of here, and I've heard that the city of Darmun has the best steel workers in Avernum. But that's a long trip. You should just buy things from me instead. Let's check out his weapons. Prices are pretty average. We might want to upgrade here, and they are pretty good prices. Before we buy anything, we should, of course, check to see what we already have. Let's check out his armor. Prices here are very reasonable, so they're even better. Okay. So, let's see if we have anything interesting to sell. Sell the emerald. We're going to keep that breastplate. Sell that. What else to sell? Sell that. We don't have much to sell, but, you know, every little bit helps. We've got tons of wands here. I'm tempted to just sell all of them. Yeah, I'm just going to sell these wands. Just cluttering up my inventory at this point. I may regret this at some point in the future. Alright. Let's look at our inventories, see what we could use upgrades on. So let's take this steel breastplate, put it on him. You already have one of these. This. Armor plus 12. Armor plus 12, so. This one is better, I think, so we'll just put it on her. So, basically, except for her, I think everyone could use better weapons. Singing Rapier is good. Yeah, he could definitely use a better weapon. So let's see what we have here. I would like some weapons. So Steel Short Sword is 37 to 148, which is the same as what we already have. The Bronze Broadsword has a +5 chance to hit, and this does not. Iron Broadsword, that should be an upgrade. Yeah, it's a little bit more damage on each side. It's really not worth buying, I guess, though. So maybe we'll just leave this be. I said this before, it's often not worth it in RPGs to buy really anything except for very particular items, because you're going to find better stuff, and it's better to save your money for training, which is, yeah, what I should be doing. Here's some alchemy. Afa, pretty sure that that's how that's pronounced. You see a smiling, dirty woman sitting behind the counter. She wears a very pretty black dress. Because of all the soot in Fort Draco, you can't be sure if the dress was originally black. She says, "Welcome, adventurer. I'm Afa. Don't see many of your sort here. This isn't that sort of business. Unless you have Arania fangs." Damn it. I just fought some, but they didn't drop anything. Are you interested in Arania fangs? Yes. The Arania are a race of vicious, evil spiders which live in the tunnels to the west. They harass the merchants. Very dangerous. I have set up a reward system for anyone killing these creatures. When you find their fangs, bring them to me, and I will give you 50 coins for each pair. 50! What do you do for this mining town? I'm the town metallurgist, and I dabble in chemicals as well. You'd be amazed at how often the cave workers need an alchemist of some sort. What do you do with the metal? The miners dig up the ore, gold, copper, sometimes, mostly iron, and bring them here to be analyzed. If I say the ore is okay, then the ore gets processed mostly into pig iron, but we can make steel in small quantities. Do you know alchemy? She smiles. You wouldn't be interested, I'm afraid. The alchemy I do is painfully tedious to the layperson. She thinks. If you need potions made, you can find alchemists in Fort Dovno in the Tower of Magi. Do you have anything for sale? Only my services. If you have any ore or metal that needs to be assayed, I can do that for you, but you don't seem the type. I'm sure we'll find some unidentified metal at some point. Brandon's boats. More boats. Here's Brandon. You see a small man with short blonde hair. He wears a belt laden with tools. He must be the boatwright of Fort Draco. He nods to you as you enter. Welcome to my shop. I am Brandon, and I'm the only source of boats for traveling the Northern River. Only 300 coins. Might as well. I want one of your boats. Well, let's ask first. Mostly shipping ore. Very handy. Only 300. Let me know if you want to buy one. Very well made. Won't spring a leak and leave you drowning in icy waters. If you want to sail up here, I'm the only option. The only option? I'm the only person who sells boats for use on this river. It's a neat river. Lots of caves off it. Just be careful of the sliths. And if I don't want to ship ore, there's some caves up here that only can be reached by boat. Lots of isolated tunnels. Great for prospectors and adventurers who can't keep their nose out of trouble. Alright, let's go ahead and buy a boat. You pay him 300 coins. Excellent. You can have one of the boats at the dock outside. Be sure to explore the river. I'm sure there's lots of interesting things. So we have a boat. Let's check out the rest of the town first. Find maybe a job board or something. Here's some elite archers. Sue's supply and laundry. I bet she gets a lot of business. You see a beautiful woman with long brown hair and an astonishing variety of freckles. Strangely, both her and her shop are free of soot. Welcome, she says when you enter. I am Sue. I offer both laundry and supplies. Most travelers around here can make use of both. What does doing my laundry do? I don't understand. What do you do in this town? I sell supplies to the miners and such, and also to the adventurers that come this way. I also run a laundry service for the locals. What sort of supplies? Well, simple mining supplies mostly. Stuff you wouldn't be interested in, but I do have some things you might like to buy. She brushes off a box with her hand. You notice the store is amazingly clean. How do you keep your store so clean? She seems pleased that you notice. Yes, I used to spend all of my time keeping things neat, but then I found out how reasonably priced dirt repulsion spells are. This is why everyone brings me their dirty clothes for cleaning. My shop is the only place clean enough to get the job done. The job might not be glamorous, but let's just say it's worth my time. So she's got magic covering everything. Can I buy some of your supplies? Okay, she is correct that none of this is particularly interesting to me. And they're utterly ridiculous prices. What does doing my laundry do? Can you do my laundry? Let's see what happens. She lets out a sigh. That looks like a job, but all right. While you wait, she cleans your clothes and scrubs your armor. When you leave, you were very shiny. Were we naked standing around in her shop the whole time? Okay, I don't know if that actually did anything for us, but whatever. Let's level up our mage here. Let's just keep cranking up the intelligence. Let's do arcane lore and magical efficiency. You can see our mental resistance is very high, which is good. We don't want the mage getting controlled. Okay. This town doesn't seem to have any type of government. Oh, maybe this is it. No, that's ingot storage. I guess it just runs itself. There's no job board that I can see. Weird. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we can go exploring. I forgot about that. Is there anyone in here? We didn't look. This huge, open building is filled with heaps of raw ore. Each pile is marked with a sign indicating who owns it. This must be where the miners bring their valuable ore, freshly chipped from the stone walls of Avernum. Okay. Let's check out a boat. All right. Okay, I did not mean to do that. All right, we can't even go that way. Come on. All right, here's some place that we can go only by boat. Let's save, just in case. Someone or something has collected a pile of stuff here. There are a number of broken weapons scattered about, and some tarnished coins are scattered amongst them. Treasure, sitting around in the wilderness. Very odd. It occurs to you to wonder what happened to the owners. But not enough to be too careful. Take it. You gather up the coins and a pair of iron greaves that will be functional after a good cleaning. As you put your loot away, you cannot help but notice a bunch of hungry-looking lizards approach. Let's fight the lizards. Yeah, double kill. These lizards are chumps. Well, that was easy. Here's some Nephil. Let's not avoid them. Want that XP. Even if it is only 2. They're just sort of sitting around waiting. I don't know why. Nice try, Jerry. Silver necklace. Is this some place I could only get to by boat? I'm not sure. Here's a cache, a curing potion. You start to notice an increased incidence of spiderwebs in this section of the tunnels. This is matched by a noticeable absence of small lizards and other creatures. There must be a lot of spiders around here. So remember, there are both Araneas in the western tunnels and some sort of talking spiders, so don't necessarily know which ones we're running into here. So we must be careful. Here's some spiders. They're probably angry. This group of spiders is watching you warily. They seem quite intelligent. As they try to figure out how to react to you, you notice that they're gathered around something, as if to hide it. Let's leave peacefully. You go one way, the spiders go another, dragging something behind them. Oh, damn it. No. I thought they'd stay there and I could try again. That's one thing to remember. Oh, I have to do this over now. Yeah, sorry about that. That's a little bit save scummy. But, yeah. Not really a good excuse for that. Now I'm debating whether I'm actually just going to end up doing the same thing again anyway. Alright, well, that might have just been dumb. I just sort of wasted a little bit of time there. Oh, I missed. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Spiders. Now we have to figure out whether we're just going to... No, we could have gotten here across the bridge. Now we just have to figure out whether we're going to do the exact same thing over again or not when we have that counter. Let's see what this is. Go in the cave. Spider cave. But are they mean spiders? Are they talking spiders? Let's see what happens. The walls of this valley are covered with thick, impassable sheets of spiderweb. However, instead of the eerie silence you might expect, you hear, coming from somewhere, a lot of high-pitched voices. They seem to be speaking in your tongue, though you're not quite sure what they're saying. All right, we'll come to see now one of the great unique features of Avernum games. This cave is filled with webs, stretched floor to ceiling from stalagmite to stalagmite. Spiders run up and down them, back and forth across the floor and ceiling. These are large spiders, most of them 3 to 4 feet tall. However, something weird is going on. First, the spiders are talking. Second, they are talking in really high-pitched voices. Third, well, they seem to be somewhat eccentric. Fortunately, these spiders seem to be quite friendly, both to each other and to you. They don't seem to regard you as prey. Always a good sign. Okay. Secret door. You find the withered body of a goblin. It's clearly been here a long, long time. The body doesn't show any signs of spider bites. It must have been hiding back here and died of causes unrelated to arachnids. He's got some grounded boots and a blanket. Okay, here's some spiders. You try to talk to this spider, but it is too shy. It lets out a loud, surprised squeaking noise and runs away. Okay, same there. You see a very large spider. It's busily working on a large web, but one eye appears to be focused on you. You watch for a while as its nimble forelegs weave its strands of web into a strong and intricate wall. Then it steps back and looks over its handiwork. Nice, huh? Hi, I'm Spider. All right, so these are the famed, intelligent, friendly, intelligent talking spiders, something like that. What are you working on? He said nonchalantly to a spider. His voice turned sad. I'm making a new web. The old one got destroyed. It's making me really sad. I can't work on my mission. How was the other web destroyed? Well, not really destroyed. I forgot where it was. Sort of the same thing. Was it an important mission? You betcha. I was looking for a mate. Then I could have a few hundred baby spiders. That would be neat. It jumps up and down excitedly. Right. Spider continues to put the final touches on his web. He carefully adjusts one thread or another. Craft spider ship. All right, well, that's interesting. Okay, so you have a lot of spiders to talk to. You see a very large spider. It's looking at you very intently. Very, very intently. Hi, she says in a sultry voice. I'm Spider. Why are you looking at me? I'm looking for a mate. It's tough. All the cute male spiders are busy, so I'm being forced to expand my options. Wait, you mean me? Yeah. You know, you're kinda cute. She runs up and kisses you on the knee. Are you busy? Would you like to see my web? That's nice, but I'm busy adventuring right now. You know, I gotta go wash my hair and stuff. Oh, that is very sad. She seems despondent for a moment. Then, in a moment, she cheers up again. Oh well, she wanders away. Okay, getting loved up by a spider. That's totally normal, right? That was a pointless secret wall. Is there anything just on the ground that's interesting? No? Okay. Just looking for spiders. They're going to tell me something interesting here. You see a big spider. It's about 3 feet tall and 8 feet wide from leg tip to leg tip. It's jumping around happily. Why are you jumping around? I'm hunting for gnats. Other spiders like flies, which are yummy, but I think gnats are even yummier. It runs around in blissful little circles. You see a large spider about 4 feet tall and quite fierce looking. It's madly waving around its front legs and making chanting noises. You aren't sure why.
Zot!
It says, "Oh, hi, I'm Spider." Are you okay? Why are you waving around your legs?
I'm trying to learn magic spells.
Do you know any spells?
Yeah, watch this.
It waves its front legs around and shouts, "Boom!" Then it looks at you. That wasn't very impressive, I know, but someday I might cast spells as good as an Aranea. The Aranea are spellcasting spiders?
Yeah, scary, huh? You better be careful if you meet up with a mess of them. They'll mess you up.
I have another question. Do you know where I can learn some magic spells?
Try the Aranea there. They know a lot of more magic than I do.
Where is it? To the west. That's what you humans say, right? West? Well, west. Okay. Get out of my way, spiders. God damn it. The passage here is blocked by an exceptionally thick wall of webs. Unlike the other webs you've seen, no bugs hang off this one. A spider walks up behind you and says, "We trapped some bad people back there. They were mean and attacked us, so we walled them in." Then it gives you a quick kiss and runs away. Spiders are fucking weird. You see an old, gigantic spider with its eyes closed. It seems to be talking to itself. It seems to be trying to be somber, but the shrill, high-pitched voice sort of spoils the effect. It says, "Greetings to you. In the name of the mighty Spider Lord, I am Spider." We've noticed that all spiders are named Spider. Why is that? Because that is what the great Spider Lord says all spiders should be named. And what else would a spider be named? You're silly. May I ask what you're doing? May the Spider Lord bless you, young ones. I was reciting the Spider Lord's articles for living. You see, I teach the little spiders of the great Spider Lord. Tell me of this Spider Lord.
He is a huge spider, like a god, and he makes huge spider god webs, and he catches really big flies, and he does stuff and stuff. It's neat.
Nearby spiders stop and listen to this, fascinated. Your Spider Lord sounds very interesting. Oh, he is. Or she is. I can never remember. Let's see, right? No one yet to tell me about this mission. You see a giant spider. It's emitting slow, high-pitched noises. When you get close, it turns and waves its pedipalps at you in greeting. La 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 la, I'm Spider. La la la. What are you saying? I'm a singing spider. Would you like a song? Sure. Sing away. Okay. Sometimes I get all hungry, and then I catch some flies. They fly into my webs. They are really yummy guys. Neat, huh? Your ears hurt. A nearby spider swoons. What do you think? That was very good. I was impressed. Really? You're very, very nice. Thank you. It jumps up and down a little bit. Then it bounces happily away. God. No wonder people are driven mad. These spiders are ridiculous. Can someone tell me about this mission already?
You see a spider. It stares at you happily with its big, beady eyes. Hi, it says. I'm Spider. You seem really happy about something. Yup, I'm looking for a cute girl spider, it says with its chirpy, cheery voice. He winks at you. I was on a big mission, but I just finished it. What mission did you just finish? I was looking for a fly, it thinks, but then I caught one, and I ate it. It was yummy. It thinks some more. Some spiders like gnats more. They're silly spiders. Right. Do you know where we could find some great treasure or magic spells or other valuable stuff? Well, I think I saw some rocks outside. They were all pretty and gray. Or do you humans not like those? I can't ever figure you guys out. Oh. No offense, I still think you're really cute and stuff. And only 2 legs? That's really neat. It must be hard to keep from tipping over. The spider walks off, continuing its hunt. Anyone have anything about mission? Tired of exchanging pleasantries with spiders. You see a big spider, surprise. It's standing still and watching you carefully. Every once in a while, it bares a pair of huge fangs and lets out a long hiss. It says, Sorry, I hope I didn't scare you. I'm Spider. What are you doing? I'm a guard spider. Yes, sir. I'm guarding. I guard as well as any guard can ever guard. Guarding against what? Sometimes mean people come, or nasty Arania. When they do, I do this. It runs up suddenly and kicks you on the shin. Then it backs up. That sure shows them. You think you have a small bruise now. Mean people? Some humans hate and fear spiders, and they attack us and stuff. You know, it makes us very sad, and then I eat them. Have any humans like that been here recently? No, not for a long time. That reminds me. There's one spider who will give some human stuff to anybody who helps him. When you see Spider, ask him about his mission. Spider, aren't you all named Spider? Well, sure, but I'm sure you'll figure out which spider I mean. I've got to get back to guarding. Bye. Ugh. Let's see. Arania. Sometimes the evil, intelligent, spell-casting spiders come and attack us. It makes us very sad. And then I eat them. And you kick them. Just as a warning, then I bite them with these. It bears its enormous fangs. A drop of venom falls from them to the floor. And then they fall right over. So happy though these spiders may be, they are no joke. You see a smallish spider, for once. It giggles when it sees you. It's walking around, looking closely at the webs. You ask its name. It says in a quiet, high-pitched voice, I'm Spider. Why are you looking at the webs? I'm an inspection spider. Neat, huh? I can't do that voice for too long. My mission is to walk around and look at the webs to make sure they're safe and stuff. You know, webs are very useful. Useful for what? When you, want food, you can build a web, and then bugs will fly into it, and you can eat them. Yum. It looks one of you over. You're cute. Cute? Yeah, you're all tall and shiny, and you aren't covered with little brown hairs, and I think you're neat. You're welcome. Spider walks off, continuing its inspections. Oh God, they're all named spiders. I just talked to you. You see a giant spider. Its multitude of eyeballs are at about waist level. It's wandering around and looking for something. This spider is a bit more poised and authoritative than the other spiders. When it sees you, it is very pleased. Hello to you, mighty traveler. I am Spider. What are you looking for? Maybe I can help. I'm looking for flies. I met this human once, and he told me that there were things called cockroaches, which are really yummy, but I've never found any, so I eat flies. What did you learn about cockroaches? Well, they're slower than flies and meatier, and they walk instead of fly, and they shoot fireballs, so you have to be careful. Oh, wait,
Or is it the Aranea who shoot fireballs? It's so hard to keep everything straight. Can you tell us anything about the Aranea? Well, that they are scary and mean. Very scary and mean. If they weren't, we'd go do the rescue ourselves. They all study magic from when they're barely out of their eggs, and they're good at it. So be careful. Oh, and you're cute. Aranea. It shudders. The long hairs on its abdomen stand up. They're mean. They're smart like us, but where we are nice and friendly, they are cruel and nasty. You should stay away from them. Do you spiders need any help with anything? Oh, yeah. It suddenly turns sad. Its forelegs droop. One of our spiders was captured by the Aranea. They're smart, mean spiders. They live in another cave to the... It struggles to remember the word. West. I've been trying to get a nice, cute human to rescue him. We would give you a reward. So what's the reward then? A bunch of flies? Nope. Flies are too tasty to give to you. A bunch of mean people came here once. We webbed them all in a cave. You can't get to it now. If you freed our friend, we'd take the barrier down and you could go in and take their silly things. Alright, thanks. That's all for now. Okay. We're going to cut this episode off here because doing spider conversations is driving me nuts. When we come back to the next episode, we'll finish exploring the friendly spider caverns, and then we can go to the mean, nasty spider caverns and rescue the friend of the friendly spiders, and then maybe we'll get some good stuff from the caves. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. The friendly talking spiders are a fixture of the Avernum games. I think they show up in all of them. It's good to get to this point in the game. And they're kind of interesting to interact with. But yeah, so next we'll go and deal with a whole bunch of Aranea. That means we can get some fangs, we can go get some bounties from Fort Draco, and get whatever cool stuff the mean people that got webbed up long ago had. So if you've enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more of Avernum or any of the other things that I do, please subscribe to my channel. If you are not going to do any of those things, may you spend an eternity speaking to friendly spiders who are all named Spider.